Kenyan president attacked Nigeria, blasted us heavily. And then, what did he say? He said that we do not know how to speak good English, right? Yes, he said it, that they have a very good education, that when it comes to English language, Kenya is the best, that we don't know, Nigerians do not know how to speak good English, that when a Nigerian speak English, you need a translator, in order to understand what they're actually saying. This is what he said. Let me play what he said before we come back to the analysis of this whole scenario.
Kenyans, our education is good. Our English is good. Yes, we speak some of the best English in the world. Yeah, that is true. If you listen to a Nigerian speaking, you don't know what. You need a translator, even when they are speaking English, Ama. So we've some of the best human capital anywhere in the world, and we just need to sharpen it.
Okay, now you have seen what he said. In this video that you just watched now, he actually said that you need a translator in order to translate an English language to English before you understand what he said. And then, he came under a little bit of fire, reproach. Why would you say such a thing to Nigeria, a whole big country in Africa? The man said that their own president annoyed him, did everything to discredit his governance. Following the past, protests that happened in Kenya where so many things were damaged, people died, and then, with the harsh life. So Tinubu didn't know what to say. He came out in order to ease himself or to clean up himself with the harsh economic, living going on in Nigeria as a result of fuel scarcity. He used Kenya, to shield himself. This was the video he's talking about.
Yes, I hear you from various angles of the economy. The fuel prices is biting hard. But look around, let's just thank God together that you are better off. Listen to them in Kenya, in other African countries, what they are going through. We will not look back. We will continue to find ways to ameliorate the suffering. Yes,
So if you remember this video very well, it was just about 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, when this fuel issue was, hitting hard in Nigeria. People were wondering, how can we be suffering? How in a land where we produce oil, our oil, they flow like sea, right? They flow like sea. How come when it comes to fuel, we are suffering? How? And then Tinubu came out, they used Iran war to cushion themselves. And that is, as if that is not enough. He said, well, when you look around, you can see that I know fuel is really biting hard. Fuel is making everything skyrocket. But when you compare us with Kenya, that the Kenya don't see our back. We are better off than Kenya. That was what gave rise to this video. And don't forget, Ruto continued to hit hard on Nigeria. That's a country that is blessed with oil. Blessed with oil, they flow like sea. They can, the people suffer. You see them long queues on petrol station, suffering for oil. Was he saying the truth? Yes, he's saying the truth. Not until one African decided to build a refinery, not the entire country, but one man decided to build a refinery, and that refinery is not only feeding Nigeria, it's feeding other parts of Africa. Man, well, back to our analysis. If you remember, now for this class, this lecture, I first cautioned Buhari and his vice, what is his name, Shetima, and other of his components on how to employ, the strategy of knowing how to say certain things, what to say, and how to politicize, to politic around your utterance. Politics is not all about vote for Jagaban, 4+4, blah, 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 blah. No, it is about being strategic. When it comes to knowing what to say, you have to be politically correct. Let me put it that way. Use brain in order not to offend anybody. If you take a look at this Tinubu video, what he said there was, he mentioned two sets of people. He said other African country and Kenya. But guess what? Why didn't other African country come after him? The only people who came after him was Kenya because he specifically mentioned them. If you had stated other African countries and maybe some part of the world that are affected by this whole, crisis in Iran, I don't think there will be any problem. Now you have created a little bit of grief in Kenya concerning this matter. I'm going to come for Ruto anyway. I'm not just going to center on Buhari. The only reason why I'm calling, not Buhari, Tinubu. The only reason why I'm calling Tinubu now is that these people lack the ability to use their utterances politically. You have to be strategic when it comes to political utterance. If you don't know how to do it, you are not fit to be in the office. Go home before you cause war for Nigeria. Yes? Okay, now let's go back to Ruto. You see, when it comes to English language, English language is not, I don't know who made Africans think that it is a prerequisite for development. As far as I know, or today that I've checked before doing this video, I've checked China. I've seen that Xi Jinping, their leader, doesn't speak English. I haven't seen him speak English. If you go to China, 20%, the English they speak there is not even up to 10%, and the English is not even as good as that of the Muzungus in Kenya. Because you cannot compare Kenyan. I don't understand who told you that Kenya speaks better English than Nigeria. I just don't understand that. Right? Yes? I don't understand that. So a translator now becomes a translator. How? Right? But the point I'm trying to drive here is that English does not guarantee development. English is just a language. It is a language. Why are the English people not proud of speaking the Muzungu language, the Swahili and the whatever you speak in Kenya? Why are they not proud of it? Yes? Why are they not proud of it? So you are proud of speaking another man's language. Meanwhile, your own language that your forefathers used to develop the templates that the Europeans and other countries are using to magnify their own development, were they speaking English? Those your great-grandfathers who developed these templates. If you take a look at most of the things that are in the zoo or in the museums that were stolen from Africa, they were built by our forefathers. These are our forefathers who were not speaking English. But these are crafted technological, sculptors that came from their own inability to speak English. But those who speak English came to the land, steal it and use it to gain certain templates which they are using to develop their land today. This is the brain I'm trying to give to President Ruto. If you see this video, please share it so that it gets to him. English language is a language, it's not a template for China doesn't speak English. I think China is one of the most developed countries in the world today. Russia does not. I think they are one of the most developed. So do not use that to hide under development. The people are suffering in Kenya. Do something about it. African leaders, that time has come for you to use your number 6. You must use your number 6. Yes. Stop deceiving the people. Use your old brain to deceive the younger generation as if English language is a prerequisite for development. What is the meaning of that? And for you, Tinubu, learn how to talk before you put us for Allah. I warned you before, during the time of Gaza, Palestine, and Israel. Now, you see them now, you don't open again. And I can see all the traditional rulers around the place where when you were giving this talk. With the moment you mentioned Kenya, all of them did like this. For you to, that is a body language to tell you that they no welcome you, or you don't your utterance, or you need to learn how to talk. This is View Africa. Have you followed this page? Why not? You are missing out on our great analysis. Put your comments here on the comment section and tell us what you think. See you again.